It's a small action with a big impact. The Polished Man campaign encouraging men to paint one fingernail to take a stand to end domestic violence against women and children. For more, we're joined by Dockers captain Alex Pearce. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
You are a Polished Man ambassador. What made you want to get involved?
I think earlier in the year we saw the issue really come to light with protests throughout Australia. It really sort of made me think and reflect on the society we live in, and currently the numbers suggest that one woman every week loses their life at the hands of a current or former partner. And I just really think that it's not only on victims of domestic violence to stand up and make a difference. It's on all men in particular to help change the way our culture is, and I think Polished Man do a really good job of engaging and starting conversations around it and raising some money and awareness.
And tell us that, because why polish nails? Is it so that people notice that there's something going on there on a man's hand?
Yeah, it's often, not everyone walks around with one nail polish, so it's hopefully people ask questions and say, well, what's the go with the nail? And it's simple. Well, I'm doing this to help raise some money for this charity, and this is a problem we have in society, and helps just encourage some conversations.
I can't quite see the colour that you're wearing, but I notice that it's dark. What colour is it? Does it have special significance?
It is blue. Blue is the colour that Polished Man use, but look, you can paint. You can use whatever colour you want. You can paint whatever nails you want, or however many. It's about starting some conversations and like I said, raise some money as well. And I've got a campaign set up through the website polishedman.com.au and through my social media as well, where raising some money, and at the end of the campaign that'll be granted out to different charities and individuals that have been affected by domestic violence and violence against women and children.
Woman in Australia killed every 4 days, as you mentioned. Now, it is a horrific statistic. How are you asking people to raise this awareness? I mean, they're going to be looking at people's hands, looking at your hands and your fingernails and noticing that it's painted, but what more can you do to actually raise awareness? What are you asking people to do in order to pass that message on? Yeah,
so it's something I've thought a lot about, as I touched on earlier in the year when this really came to light, I reflected on myself, and I haven't had any personal experience with domestic violence, but it made me think about the culture that I'm a part of, and as a male in Australia, this is what happens. And I'm obviously involved within the sporting culture in WA and Australia, and as a sporting code and as a sport in general, we're not immune to these problems happening. And there's an interesting, quite saddening statistic that over the final series, and particularly the grand final, claims of domestic abuse actually increases. So there is a link there, a really unhealthy link between football finals and domestic violence. So I think often when we hear about these statistics and some of the awful news about this, you can think, well, look, I do the right thing, I act in a way that is healthy, but it's asking to think a bit deeper around the broader context and the culture we're in, and really take note of the language that we're using and the environment that we're in all the time.
And that link is something that we are going to have to explore at a later date. We really appreciate you coming in. Alex, thank you so much for your time today.
No worries, thanks for having me.
And for more information on how you can get involved, or if you want to donate, you can actually visit the website at polishedman.com. Alex Pearce there. And if you or anyone you know is victim of domestic violence, there is help out there. Call 1800-RESPECT, that is 1800 737 732.